The stamp duty land tax holiday. What is it and how can it benefit you as a homeowner and as a buy-to-let investor? Check out this video for all of the details. Hi there everyone, my name is Simon Misiewicz. I'm from Optimise Accountants, helping you to save tax on your buy-to-let property for portfolio. Now, I've nearly said portfolio. I'm not sure what portfolio is. Maybe we can get Wikipedia on that subject. If you're looking to save tax across the Atlantic, whether that's in the UK or indeed the US, then personal tax might be able to help. I've included their details below this video. But we are going to concentrate our efforts today on the recent announcement on the 8th of July 2020 from Rishi Sunak on the budget announcement, which is deemed to be the mini budget. And basically what was said in that is that he's going to reduce stamp duty land tax to 0% for properties up to £500,000. I have included the mini budget announcement from Rishi Sunak about the stamp duty land tax reduction in the description box below. So do have a read of that. That's quite an interesting read. It's not over convoluted either, so it should be pretty decent. The one thing to bear in mind with this stamp duty land tax holiday, it was designed for main homes. So anything up to £500,000, you will not pay any stamp duty land tax at all. That is brilliant news for the economy. Not only will it help the UK housing market, why do I mention US? I have no idea. The UK housing market, but it will also stimulate the economy. It will get people moving. There'll be removal companies that will be involved. There may be furniture that will be sold as a result. So there's lots of optimism with this move. Not only does it affect home buyers and people replacing their homes, but it also helps people that with buy-to-let properties as well. I was rather surprised by this announcement. Surprised is actually a small word. It's a gargantuan surprise. The fact that he said that the 0% applies for homeowners replacing their home, but then in the announcement said that any property and indeed buy-to-let property investors. Not only that, but he went further in the literature, which you can see in the description box below, that it talks about limited companies as well. So if you're buying a buy-to-let property investment inside of a limited company, you would benefit from this change. Wow, that is a game changer. So let's have a look at some of the details. What I've done here is looked at the SDLT that you would pay as a homeowner looking for a home for the first time, or indeed if you're looking to replace your home. Now, in the old rate, you would pay up to £500,000, £15,000 in stamp duty land tax. But the new rate from, again, the 8th of July 2020 to the 31st of March 21 is now zero, saving you a lovely £15,000 on stamp duty land tax. That is significant. Second of all, if you're then buying a property for £75,000, you too will benefit from this £15,000. Hopefully you're seeing a trend here. The saving is £15,000. What's the question? £15,000 is the answer. Okay, so you are making now a saving of £15,000. So whatever SDLT you're likely to pay over £500,000, you will now save this £15,000. But the good news doesn't stop there, because this is for buy-to-let property investors as well. If we go across now, this is including the 3% SDLT surcharge. So you would have an old rate, now up to £500,000, there was obviously the banded rate. But now we're seeing the fact that you've got this 3% surcharge, which is included in the 15,000. So 500,000 times by 3% is 15,000. So that 15,000 is the SDLT charge. But you'll notice that the old rate was £30,000. So even as a buy-to-let property investor, whether you're buying it in your own name or indeed a limited company, you will benefit from this £15,000 saving. Like I said, that could be a game changer for many, many people out there. Same kind of rules applies. If you're buying a £750,000 property, not that many buy-to-let property investors will, but Imagine if you did, your SDLT in the old world would be £50,000. With this new change, again from the 8th of July 2020 to the 31st of March 2021, the SDLT is going to be £35,000. Again, the trend is the £15,000 saving. So that is if you're buying a home or you're a buy-to-let property investor, buying a property in your own name or indeed a limited company, you are going to save £15,000. This is brilliant news, not just for the economy, but for buy-to-let property investors to get more money, get more properties, and make lots more money. There are additional benefits. The benefits I was looking at wasn't just about the SDLT savings, but because of coronavirus and the way that we're now working, could there be additional benefits? Well, yes, you could move properties into a limited company now. So if you've got a property that's £400,000, maybe the stamp duty land tax of moving that property to a limited company may be too much and would kill the deal. Now, I do appreciate you've got the 3% SDLT higher rate to consider, but at least it's a saving. So could you start to reduce your rates? Maybe, maybe not, but worth thinking about. You could also think about, well, hold on, could I buy a bigger home for myself and one of my rooms I now let out up to $7,500 because you are allowed to use the rent a room scheme, which means that you can earn $7,500 by renting a room in your home and not pay tax. So this could be a genius way of saving tax whilst making money. Less is something to also consider. Now, it does say if you do not own any property. Now, the fact that you've got all these benefits, you might be thinking, well, do I buy properties now? This could be a game changer. You might be thinking, well, I'm happy to live with my parents, but I really want to buy property, a buy-to-let property investment. You could now save SDLT. You won't pay the 3% SDLT rate if you do not own properties in your own name at all, right? Well, if the SDLT payment holiday comes into effect as well, like it has, then you're saving SDLT. In fact, on any buy-to-let property investment in your personal name, if you haven't got any properties already owned in your name, you won't pay your SDLT. So what a perfect way to start your property portfolio. Rishi Sunak has done you a great favour. And you can upscale. So like me, you might be now deciding to work from your office at home. So why not buy a bigger property for yourself, saving maybe on the SDLT and designing an office that you can work from and be happy doing so. I'm not sure about you, but I'm done with working in a kitchen or a dining room. And maybe upscaling to a bigger property will allow you to do so, having a nice office and save on that SDLT. Now I've created a spreadsheet for you which you can download for £9.95, which basically helps you to calculate the SDLT rates and shows you ways in which SDLT can be saved as well. I'm going to drop you a link for that, so if you want to download that rather than pay for a consultation, then go ahead and buy that spreadsheet. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you've liked this video. If you've got any questions about Rishi Sunak's payment or the SDLT holiday, then drop me a line and I will respond typically within 24 hours. Make sure you subscribe to this channel if you want to know how to save tax in the future. And I'll also drop you links of how to discuss our services, or indeed if you want to book a tax consultation to save you tax for the next 5 years.